It's March 3rd, 2022. On my way to pick my son up from school, I walked past the 111th precinct. I stopped and spoke to the officer there. Then, as I walked back, I saw the officer that I like to speak to, and I told him as well. It's an awkward conversation because, like, in this world of broken empire, the humans like to silence you by calling ambulances and having you locked away in a medical facility where they pump you full of drugs. So they can silence you that way, and then they give you really defamating characteristic names, so it ruins your reputation, so you don't even feel like you're, like, even at a normal working level. That's this popular democracy. That's what it's done in the state of New York, in the Empire State. While I'm in some working democratic family that's not achieving the goals that I would have liked for them to have achieved, but that's based on the disgusting colostomy of the company lost their kids in the Empire State. So I walk up to the police officers, and the conversation sounds like this. I need to report that the moon went missing. Now, I know I'm dead serious. But I know, because I was married to the rapist, who's an N.Y.P.D officer, that they call people that speak that way EDP. EDP. Emotionally disturbed person. So now I have to do a song and dance as if I'm not who I already am to these people that I don't know. And now I have to, on camera, explain to them like a normal nobody amongst these lands. So I am at least reporting my part properly at the sun, moon, star contract that I have. So I said to him, I said, no, I said, really, I said, I was watching, there were seismic vibrations. There was an alarm. I said, I caught all of it on camera. I put it on social media. I was like, so at least I have myself covered. I was like, but just so you know, I said, did you notice? He said, no. I said, all right, well, I'm reporting to the police the moon went missing. So now it's reported to NYPD. And then I even asked the first officer, I said, do you know where I need to be? He's like, well, some form of government. He's like, well, the federal. I'm like, right, got that. I was like, do you know the letters? If this is I mean, there's usually like some kind of agency acronym or letters. Which one? And he says NASA. I go, great. They don't have a public phone number. I've already looked. Because when I got hit with a biological terrorist attack in 2016, the hospital would not provide, in New York State no less, a national security person, nor would they give me phone numbers to agencies that I was in the much need of. So while they're holding prisoner of war and missing in action, whatever, that's what the state of New York has done while I'm here. And now, of course, there's war elsewhere. There's some form, usually, of referendum. I have no idea what they expect there. That's how I was born. But yet I have a Cattaruzza name. Little confusing. For armory and arsenal of things. And almost a deja vu type whatever. So I alerted the only source of law enforcement or guys in the neighborhood that wear uniforms. They don't seem to be as helpful as policia elsewhere. Just saying. I don't know who they're connected with or who they report these things to, or if they'll even pass it along. I said, it seems kind of significant The moon goes missing. I was like, and not just one day, it's 4 days now. I was like, and I looked in the sky. I said, just for your edification, there was one constellation. Previous to that, there were two other constellations, which is not your norm, because they say in like scholarly places that the constellations in the gyroscope like format, they follow seasons. Yeah, not anymore. I had the Big and Little Dipper out there not too long ago. Last night I had Orion. I'm not in the same universe, galaxy, or anything, or planetary system as some of the whatever overeducated for this purpose. So this comes on the teleportation or the television. It has channel 7 here. It says GMA, which if you flip the 3, it says game. I don't know why. I don't know what kind of game. It seems kind of scary to me. And so this is what it says happens. So now I don't know what year the war hit New York and the Empire State. It happened before I got here, and nobody talks of it in that context of refugee crisis. Yeah, there's a lot of what's not supposed to be here filling up New York, and they're telling the story as if they have permission by someone. But according to rock, paper, and scissors, they don't. I think the business office is confused.
So I'm very happy to see her thriving. All right, Dr. Jen has a look at your medical questions right now. First question, how is your health affected if you live in a conflict zone like those in Ukraine? So there's an interesting
conflict zone.
In the British Medical
there you
Journal,
go.
Actually, just yesterday.
British Medical Journal.
You know, people see these images on TV and they think it's just if you're hit by a bomb or shrapnel. There are obviously...
In certain places of working democracy, there is a verse we would like to let the military-industrial complex know for certain. To keep our working democracy, we'd like for the military complex to not bring their work home with them. For certain. So if the autocracy could please make a notation at referee and referendum, I'd greatly appreciate my citation for Citadel with citron eyes, amber eyes, whatever. They both are acceptable for my purpose. I don't know why people went off to military and brought their work home with them. I don't know how that works. There's very specific land markings here, and there's a very specific land population that's walking around and telling their story on television in North America that doesn't match the land markings.